Welcome to MobileServe.com, mobile news and reviews for Canadians. This is another look at the Palm Pre, going to be released soon by Bell, available on the 27th. So I've gotten a little bit more used to this device because it's a new web OS that Palm has designed. It's a new platform essentially. So one thing that I really got to like is simply this gesture area and how easy it is to get your applications and also work with multitasking on this because you can run several applications at the same time. This area here is what they call the gesture area. In order for you to use it, there are several ways. One is to simply put your thumb or finger right on the bottom there and slide your area up into the screen. You can see you got your phone, your contacts, your email, your calendar, and also your launcher. And your launcher, as I said, is essentially your quick access to your menu. You can see on the right hand side here at the very bottom, there's two bars there. You can flip between different menu screens. You can see one bar is on now either side, and also both bars are on the left hand side, so it tells you where you are within your screens and applications. If you don't want it, you just simply flick from the bottom up and it'll remove the launcher. But let's say you want another way to use or remove the launcher, simply use the launcher button and then press it accordingly. As I said before, this is a touchscreen with a resolution of 320 by 480. And also you can see on the screen here that when you do tap, it has somewhat of a ripple effect to it, so it tells you exactly where you're pointing. So you can get a little bit more familiar when you use it to navigate yourself effectively within the device itself. It's a full QWERTY keyboard, a little bit too tight together for me, but for Palm users, one of the things that you can really get used to is the actual buttons itself. Similar to what we've seen in the past with the Centro and also the Trio Pro. A little bit different, as I said before, with the roughness of the edges here compared to the nice overall curved style of the actual Pre itself. Quickly around it, volume buttons, got your 3.5mm earphone jack, vibrate on off, plus your power button. Right hand side you charge up by USB. The bottom, quick access to the battery, which is on the back, plus your flash, 3 megapixel camera, and speaker as well. So overall, I'm really liking how it feels. That's one great thing that the Pre has. If we go into the actual launcher itself, I'll open up some applications. You can run several applications at the same time. So I just open the web, and I'll open a few more. I'll open up the calendar. While the calendar is loading, I'll open up Google Maps, and while Google Maps is loading, I will open up my contacts, and while that's going, might as well open up my photos. Select on all images. The touchscreen is really sensitive, and while my photos are loading up, I'll go open YouTube, so you can see them just loading up the applications here. And with all these applications running, this is what Palm has labeled cards. You can see that I have several running at the same time. You can easily switch between them. I'll also open up the app catalog. In our next review, what we'll do is more about the contacts, more the calendar, more the email, and also the messaging features of this. So while that's loading up, it's still in beta, as you can tell. As I said, you can switch between them really easily. And if you want to kind of organize yourself effectively, if you have many applications running at the same time, just hold it down and then switch them around depending upon where you want them to be. So it's really easy and really intuitive what they have done here. For example, I'll go into the app catalog. And if you want to download something, for example, an app that you generally like, this is still in beta, so as I said that it's still in the works. You can download an app right there. All you have to do is press download. You can see it's downloading. Really easy, really fast. This is something called SpeedBrain. Gives you insight about what it's about, the rating structure, and how many ratings it has, how many people have downloaded it. and it says it's installing, and then all you have to do is tap it to launch it, and then it launches right away. One thing about this is that it brings the app right into the launcher area, and it'll bring it up right there. So this is where it combines all your downloaded applications from the app catalog there. So it's really easy to use that catalog and really simple and incredibly intuitive. Give you a quick insight into video. It does have quick access to YouTube. You can see that the resolution, as said, is 320 by 480. Quality is really loud. Speaker is at the back. If you don't want to use it on speaker, 3.5mm earphone jack. Resolution is just stunning. So that gives you an insight of the video capabilities. If you don't want an application on this area, just simply flick it up and it'll simply go away. In addition, one thing that I've really liked is how quickly it does render it. This is Google Maps. Gives you an insight about how quickly it does render the images. As I said, press the center button there to reduce the application, and you can scroll between them. If you don't want one, just flick it right up. I'll show you something what they've designed called Universal Search. Let's say you want to find an application or even a contact within your pre. All I have to do, I just press the B area. So right now it brings up everything within the applications that start with or have B within it. If I go one step closer, BL brings up Bluetooth plus all the contacts that I do have. Let's say, for example, I don't want that. I start searching happy. It doesn't bring up anything, but what it does bring up is quick access to find it, not in your device, but in the clouds, as they say, from Google, Google Maps, Wikipedia, or even Twitter. So right now I'm going to search on Twitter. It's going to open a web page. It'll bring up everything that's going on that people are talking about happy on Twitter. You can actually join the conversation right away. So that's somewhat cool. If you don't want this, you can simply scroll back and it'll open up another web page. In addition, one thing that I'll show you as well is the memos area. It has cut, copy, and paste. Let's say, for example, I want to copy this. All you have to do is press the Shift button right at the bottom there. Slide your finger anywhere within the screen. Doesn't have to be on the actual keys or letters itself. Hit the menu area. Say copy. You can actually open up another memo. And then one thing you can do is simply go to your memo, go to edit again, and then paste it. So paste it right away, which is nice, especially if you are in your email or any other features such as your messaging or anywhere else that you can cut and paste. You can simply switch between these applications and it'll keep you live on the application itself. So you won't have to worry about saving them. It just simply continues from where you are, which is another great feature of this. In our next review, as I said, we'll go through the calendar options. What's nice about this is that it does some sort of crunching aspect, so it gives you all your date and features and any calendar events that you do have in a general area. You can see that there is some time in between here. It tells me that I got 13 hours of free time. Plus you can do the daily, weekly, or monthly. So we'll go more into the Palm Pre as we get familiar with this. You can see that with the web itself, you can simply scroll up and down to wherever you want to go. I'll just go to CNN to just show you what we can do with the web itself. With heavy websites, it loads a little bit slower, but what we can do with these is you can scroll up and down using your fingers, go side to side, or you can use your thumbs and spread them across and just simply get to the story where you do want. And with this as well, if you are looking for some information, find the information you want and then keep on sending emails or messages accordingly, or sending yourself memos. So really good, really impressed with the Pre so far. So I said, in our next review we'll go more into the messaging, the contacts, and also the calendar. We'll have more information on the Palm Pre on mobilesyrup.com.